Hello everybody and welcome to the start of a brand new game here on the channel. I am the Fanged One, with you as always, and this is episode 1 of the Fanged One's playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. Some of you tuned in today expecting to see the next episode in the Baldur's Gate series. However, those of you who watched the last episode of that know that I basically backed myself into a corner. I have no way out of the dungeon I'm in. If I attempt to get out of the dungeon I'm in, I will immediately be thrown into combat, and I have no weapons, no potions, and I am immediately killed by the guards that are around. I don't know how to get out, so that's going to be it for that particular playthrough. I might start a new playthrough with a new character at some point, just to see how the game ends, because not having games that I don't finish bothers me on a level that I cannot explain to you guys. Call it the ADD in me, but I can't have something like that go unfinished. But rather than not having a game going up Mondays, because I already don't have one going up Wednesdays, however, that's getting fixed this week as well. You will notice the new game dropping on Wednesday. I don't have access to Arc the Lad, but I do have access to something else, so we'll be starting a playthrough for that, so you guys can see that on Wednesdays. And when that's done, I should have access to Arc the Lad again, and we'll continue the Arc the Lad playthrough from there. So, this is Hogwarts Legacy, a game released by the studio specifically designed to make Harry Potter games, from what I understand. Hence the name Portkey Games. I am a fan of this franchise. I have read all 7 of the books twice. I have seen all 7 of the movies. I have seen reactions to all 7 of the movies from other reactors, which is why I started the reaction channel myself, was because I'm a fan of reaction channels. Watching other people react to things that I found interesting has always been a blast to me. And I can't be alone in that, so here we are with the reaction channel as well as the gaming channel. I don't know a lot about this game. I do know that it was everywhere when it released in December. I'm really late to the party, but I prefer it that way. Like, I don't like to clout chase and be like right on the bandwagon as a game releases. Also, I don't necessarily feel like paying $70 for a AAA title. I don't think any of them are worth it. The last AAA title that I ever paid full price for was Mass Effect Andromeda, and I will never pay full price for a game again after that. As horrendous as that game was, and as basically screw you gamers, as I want to say it was Bethesda, but whatever the company that made Mass Effect, like, the big middle finger they gave the gaming community when releasing that hot piece of garbage, and then basically telling the gaming community, you're not getting a refund, we don't care. I will never pay full price for a game again. However, this game has been on my radar and on my list for quite a while. Since it first released, I saw some gameplay of it, I saw some mechanics of it, and this is, as a fan of the franchise, I'm all in on this. I'm really curious to see where they take the mythology. We have Hogwarts, we have Domstrang, we have Madam Somethings, Bobatton's Academy, Gringotts. Like, there's a whole bunch of like in-universe locations they can use. I'm curious how they build on that. So let's go ahead and get jumped in and get started. All right, so we're gonna have a new character. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on... Hold up. Like, his first year is going to be as a 5th year student? What, was this kid, like, hiding under a rock somewhere? Term begins on the 1st of September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Elazer Fig to help you hone your spell casting before escorting you to London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Weasley, or M. Weasley, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. Is that Molly? Is this set in the future? I was thinking it would be set in the past. Okay, that's okay. Let's go. I want a boy or a girl. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a male character. I do a lot of female characters. You look a lot like Tom Hardy. Okay, you kind of look like a douchebag. I can't tell if you're male or female, though. I think you're male. Okay, do the males all have bow ties and the females all have the long ties? Is that how you distinguish them? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's go with you. And I actually like the freckles. That one's my favorite so far. The lips and the jaw. That person got jaw for days. Alright, we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna make him a little paler because I am extremely white. There we go. No glasses. I actually like that hairstyle. Yeah, I like that with the little Ravens curl right there. Oh, hold on. You can change the color? Everybody knows I'm fond of bright colors for hair. Is there a blue? Okay, there's not a blue. I think it's the closest I'm going to come to blue. I like blue hair. Okay, complexion. Oh, way too many freckles. There we go. That works. And no. 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 Oh, God, no. See, that's like if you want to give him like a Harry Potter style scar. Like a lightning scar almost. You know, I like that one. And eye color. No, back one. That color blue is perfect. Eyebrow color. Same color as the hair. You know what, that works. Okay.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
That was quite something. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
God damn, you sound way too much like Harry.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
That one. Regular, normal gameplay. Name. I need to give him a surname, so we'll go Fanged for me, because everybody knows that's always the name of my characters on these. Last name. I want something from the Potterverse. Like, obviously I'm not using Potter. Obviously. Obviously I'm not going to be using Weasley. Granger was a Muggle-born, so she has no magical family. I'm not going to use Gaunt either. I'm not going to use Riddle, Snape, Dumbledore, like none of those. However, you know what? Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you get the reference. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you get the reference. All right, here we go. Okay, we have a carriage, most likely pulled by Thestrals.
Ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force.
Well, nobody should be able to take to a second-hand wand. That's the whole point.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Eleazar! George!
Eleazar,
Glad
okay.
my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much
His
too
laugh!
long. When I
Oh, his
received
laugh
your
annoys
answer,
me.
I best not speak here, Eleazar. Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
The finger tagging along, the little finger running.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old
It's
pile
obviously
of
not
rocks.
modern. It's not the future. This kind of strikes me as being kind of Victorian, almost. Not quite Victorian. Maybe sometime in the late 1800s. Oh, they're being watched by somebody. Somebody who can apparate. Is that our new universe Dark Lord? Is that who that is?
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
Just, is that where Hogwarts is?
your
Is
traveling
Hogwarts in
companion?
Scotland?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
See, why?
Extraordinary.
How is that a
It is
thing?
indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster
I
asked
think
if
I might be
could get
thinking
our
of
new
Star
student
Wars,
up to
actually. The
speed
whole
a bit
can't be
before the
trained
term
after a
begins.
certain age. I think I'm thinking of Star Wars.
You couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted
God,
wizard.
the
Mr.
nervous
Osric is
face.
prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
Ranrock's Goblin
I have.
Rebellion.
Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is
that a wing?
significant threat.
Or a
And
face?
It was your wife,
Is it like,
Eleazar.
did he just see the Grim?
Alerted
Or
me to
like,
his
is that a thing?
activities months ago.
Miriam.
I think I'm looking too much into that. I think I'm reading too much into that.
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal.
There's a name for those things, and I can't remember what the hell it is. It's not a codex.
see a
It's
glow.
Nor do I.
oh, that's gonna bug the shit out of me. I can't remember the name of these damn things. Like you turn them, and they have like a vial inside.
Beard. How did you... Wait. We did.
That's a dragon. That is... oh, those are Thestrals. Yeah, okay, so he almost died, so now we can see the Thestrals. Got it.
The key! Give me your hand!
Oh, and like the mouth was right there. Such a good bit of animation. Hello, Mr. Chipmunk.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will
Wiggenweld.
hurt you in a second.
Wiggenweld potion. Okay.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What
Got
the
eaten by
hell
a dragon?
got into that damn thing? Attacking
Eaten.
a carriage
I just said
mid-air?
eaten.
A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If
I mean,
you're
that makes
sure
sense.
you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
So here's a theory. Those of you who are... okay, hold on. Those of you who are familiar with the Harry Potter mythology know... excuse me. Know that Voldemort tended to pick items of magical significance. He had a obsession with connecting himself to all kinds of ancient magical history because he viewed himself as special, like better than everyone else. So with that said, take a look at the way this
Mind
looks.
your step.
Right, that rock right there. I was wondering if they were gonna have a rock like that, like that rock right there. The coast, the water. You have to wonder if this isn't the cave that Riddle ended up turning into the home of the locket. Because this is obviously connected to some kind of old magical history.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Interesting.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Really? Because I would like to see you say that about the unforgivable curses.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
I'm trying to pinpoint like the era this is in. Based on the clothes, I can't get a good idea on when this is.
Ah, up there.
Oh, hold up. Treasure
Your
chest.
wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know what I got out of that, but okay.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo!
God, think of the amount of money we could save on construction costs. The last little piece flying up on top of that was a nice. That was great.
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That
God, there is
portal led
not
us
a
here
more
for
there's not a
reason.
more English
Let's
word
have a
than
look
that.
for anything that seems out of place.
Anything that seems out of place, huh?
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
A seer, huh?
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Kind of looks a little bit like Dumbledore.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
I don't know who the hell that is. Like, what the hell is that? Is it another port key?
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the port key container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Whoa, wait, hold up. Are we in fucking Gringotts? Did they bring like a section of Gringotts here?
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
Goblet is mumbling to himself. That's hilarious.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key? Hmm?
Your wife's port key.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
Like, are we not going to actually get to Hogwarts? I swear I've seen scenes of them in Hogwarts.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
There's no seat belts. Just 2 seats.
How many vaults are there?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
I love how the wheels move, but the main housing of the cart doesn't.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep will we go?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
I think my character noticed the same thing I did. The armband. It was very similar to the collar around the dragon's neck.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing. Like the glow you saw on the porky container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was
Yep,
that?
see?
We
I
were
thought
just
so.
wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Well, I mean, most people, like, I'd imagine most of those families are long dead. Speaking of, like, long dead families, you have to wonder, so what happens to a family's, like, let's say the Gaunts. The Gaunts died with Riddle. Like, he had no, according to the canon.
When was the last time this vault was out?
There we go. According to the canon, Tom Riddle had no children. I know that there's that play that, like, the cursed child or the secret child or something, where apparently he had a daughter with Bellatrix, which makes zero sense if you understand Tom Riddle. But according to the actual 7-book canon, Riddle had no children, and he was the last of the Gaunts line. So let's say that the Gaunts hadn't, spent through their fortune, and all that was left was, the locket and the ring, basically, were their last treasured possessions. Let's say that didn't happen, and they were still a wealthy family like the Malfoys, for example. When Tom dies at the end of Book 7, what happens to all the money in that vault? Does the vault just stay closed forever, or does Gringotts as an institution take possession of that money, you think?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
I do not trust this little fucker. I just don't.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Yeah, see, I don't. You're like Gripluck. Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos!
These fucking port keys, man.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I seem to remember that being a thing, that you can't apparate and disapparate inside Gringotts. I vaguely remember that being a thing.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Please don't transport. Please don't transport me somewhere else.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw
Oh.
reflected in the
Hello.
floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos. All right.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
It's the same. It's very similar to the statues that defend Hogwarts.
Look out!
Potato!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo!
So many statues.
Stupefy!
Levioso!
Stupefy!
Exposo! Contrino! Descendo! Potato! Levioso!
Stupefy!
Deposo!
Okay.
Exposo! Levioso!
The way he was floating in the air just now.
Contrino! Lumos! Stay close!
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
I was thinking the same thing. Another
That's where
another
they're leading me.
test.
That glow again.
Another test.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Oh, hold up. Oh no, I have to find the spot where they all intersect. Is that it?
I need to align these statues with their reflections. Stupefy.
This comes much faster this time.
Stupefy.
Hold during Protego to stun enemies with a stupefy counterattack. Oh, okay, I got you. I didn't even realize there was one left.
Lumos.
This way again? Oh, this is new. Okay, what do we got here? Like
Lumos.
Professor Fig? Hello? Is that a wand? No, it's not a wand. I thought it was a wand for a second.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive
Oh, a
for
pencil.
viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
That would actually make sense that the memories would be suspended above the pensive.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Why does the name Rookwood, like, seem so familiar to me?
That's
Was
what
he a
you
Death
see.
Eater?
The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
A
Traces
specific kind.
of an ancient magic, to
Yeah.
be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
We were all rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Okay,
Seems
so
my reputation precedes me.
the goblins are the bad guys.
I
I think I had,
beginning to think no one was ever
I think I had
gonna
heard about
visit
that.
Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I thought goblins weren't allowed to.
I have
No,
no patience
goblins
for
weren't allowed a
traitors.
wand, not magic.
Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Ow. Oh, the room itself is reacting. Big, you better go.
I know a way out.
Are you
Are they on?
alright?
Are they on Hogwarts ground?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
So yeah, they're on Hogwarts grounds. They're in the Dark Woods or the Dark Forest or whatever it's called. So basically, that whole thing was the prologue, basically. Such good, like the drawing of the castle, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Oh, okay, you look. You got that whole evil goatee going.
Phineas Nigellus Black.
Holy shit!
Prepare
Phineas
yourself
Black.
to meet
The headmaster. Yeah.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, I like Phineas already. All you ever saw him as was like a headmaster's portrait. Obvious Harry Potter reference.
Professor Weasley!
Right there.
We've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
That would be, I'm guessing, Arthur's mother, possibly Arthur's grandmother. All right.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Okay. Okay. I'll be 100% honest with you. Like, oh, what do I want more? I want to do the classes just because I think it'd be fun to see what they figured out as far as like how the magic works and learning spells. Like, that could be fun. But being able to explore Hogwarts at my leisure, like at my leisure. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
I detect something in you, a certain sense of, what is it? So basically, this is how you pick your house. Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. Well, yeah, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. Although, technically speaking, you could call daring and loyalty the same thing. Like, you could flip those. Let's do daring.
Sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
The sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into a house. Gryffindor. Gryffindor house known for daring, bravery, and chivalry. I kind of want to do multiple playthroughs of this. I'm not going to stream them all, or record them all, obviously, but I do kind of want to see what the other houses have to offer. Yeah, why the hell not?
Better be Gryffindor!
I kind of wish you hadn't had the option of picking, and it, like, asked you a couple of more questions and like it sorted you based on your choices?
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all
Basically,
have plenty to do.
get the hell out of the
before classes
goddamn
begin
Grand Hall.
tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Who's the head of my house though? Back in this era.
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Such a cool feature.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Mm-hmm. This game really likes its birds.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Can't interact with anything up here. Not even my bed, it looks like. Okay. Did I just leave here? Is the common room like up the stairs instead of down the stairs?
Now, which way is the common room?
Level 1 lock.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
I'm sorry, y'all got something to say? No? Shut up.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly. When I go home for holidays. Last year, my mother said she had fashion. She couldn't sleep for fear that one was a student. Why did she get told
she is?
first day?
Why is everyone so highly strung?
Nelly
It's perfectly
Ogspire?
safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
Really now? That's a hell of a
I'm
climb.
Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also
And terrifying. Yes,
terrifying.
exactly.
Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking.
True.
Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale
When
the
you
next
scale
tower.
the next tower.
You
True.
never know. Bye for now.
Girl's crawling back up on top of the fucking fireplace because of course she is.
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Cressida. Pretty name.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I mean,
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
there you go.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
I can't imagine he would be. If somebody threw pudding at me, I wouldn't be happy
most
either.
students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Gareth?
Here, have a sip. Go on. Sure you don't want to try it?
Oh,
Brewed
a
it
Weasley.
myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again,
Yeah.
very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
So I looked it up. Apparently, this game takes place in the 1890s because I was tired of trying to figure it out by the attires and everything. So apparently, this game takes place in the 1880s. The oldest character in the novels was Dumbledore, and he was born in 1881. So basically, at the time of this game, Dumbledore is a 10-year-old in Godric's Hollow.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
You would figure potions would be the one area of magic where they would genuinely appreciate creativity, because that's basically all potions is taking the magical effects of various plants and substances and combining them to create unique effects. Like, somebody had to get creative at some point to create the thing in the first fucking place.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
I'd like to Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Ordinary Wizarding Level.
Yes, your ordinary Wizarding Level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Oh, have you now?
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay. Where are we going?
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
How can you tell?
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and is an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Level 1. This is your wizarding level, experiencing the increasing power. Challenges, collectibles, inventory, gear. Room of requirement, exploration, quests, combat. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts to unlock a spectacle.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Gotta pet the cat. Shut up. Just randomly stealing money from Hogwarts.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever, entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily,
Yes, I do.
your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor
You know,
Fig.
I've never heard of an evil
Must have been
Weasley.
burning. Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah,
I don't
I'm
know.
afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Lots of like tutorial
luck
stuff
today.
in the
And
early on.
remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
All right, Mr. Fig,
good to see
or
you,
Professor Fig.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yeah.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Some quests are locked by spell or other level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Defense against the dark arts and charms.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
Oh, nice.
Enjoy
We actually
Mr.
are going to get our
Ollivander.
own wand.
He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh, there's a little golden path you can follow to lead you to your destination. Okay, that's cool. A flu location discovered. Awesome. And that fucking thing just... This statue just nodded to me. That's amazing. Alright. We are in Charms class.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
God, that...
Do you even remember
We all
how to
have a
perform the basic
professor like
summoning
him.
charm?
Like, at least one. The rocking back and forth on his heels is great.
Need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate the wand's motion toward the symbol's path.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without
Potential
practice.
is nothing without practice.
Keep
Isn't
at
that
it.
the truth?
You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay, I like him. I like him. He's a little unorthodox, but I like him.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Oh, very nice.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Okay, so what am I doing here?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, we could be talking about theory. Very good.
Ah, too far.
Composure. Splendid! Excellent control there.
Just barely kept
Very
it up
good.
there.
Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Is that his partner, the chick he was sitting with?
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Yeah, it's the chick I was sitting with. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do we go in turns, or...?
Here we go.
Nope, too far.
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this.
Oh, girl's good. I wonder if I can hit her ball out, actually.
Very good.
Let us see this.
And she's got that one. Although I wonder if I can knock her balls out.
Nice.
Oh, almost. That was a cool little mini game, though.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
That is how it's done.
Still too far. Damn it.
Stay focused.
Watch this. Phew.
That's it.
Be sharp.
Okay. If I can get a 50, I win. Damn it.
Do not be discouraged.
It was still fun.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year.
Wagadu? I don't know what that is.
My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
Was that supposed to say Uruguay? No, it is Uruguay. That is not Uruguay.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Oh, it's another
Wagadu
school.
School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
So why'd you come to Hogwarts then?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
That does sound cool. That actually does sound really cool.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Really? Nobody there uses a wand? Yeah, surely the magic then is weaker
Spells
then.
cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Really? Huh.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Alright, Professor, what you got to say?
If you would.
Of course.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
it did.
An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course,
Truth.
Professor.
Absolute
It was
truth.
a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Okay.
Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Absolutely. I actually wouldn't mind a charms book either, like just so I can see the various spells. Oh, hold on. Side quests are now available. Available side quests can be found inside the regions of Hogwarts marked in try exploring the world. I don't see any side quests. Yeah, I don't see any side quests. That's fine. Yeah, I'm the new student. Hi.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well,
I mean...
better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, hold on. There's a chest up here, apparently.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves.
Revelio.
It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough.
Oh, so that's what
You'll get us
Peeves
all
looks like.
detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't flack.
Okay, so this is an
but
actual
you're all in
puzzle.
trouble with Professor Black.
Where's the third dial? That's what I thought those were. Felix Felicis. I've completed all these, apparently. Yeah, apparently I've completed all those. I'm guessing it was the Felix Felicis I just got. Defense against the dark arts. Okay. Okay, so this one doesn't have a unicorn on it. It does have a question mark, though. This one has the 2 question marks on it. Does this one have a 4? No.
Revelio.
Like, where's the rest of the dials?
If Weasley had seen them, they'd soon be out.
Could have started a fire, and I'm afraid I'm not a natural at the freezing spell.
Yes, I've seen you cast Glacier.
I'll have to put some thought into that later. Okay. You know, as big as this castle is, you would figure that it'd be a lot emptier. Because the sorting ceremony and like all the kids at Hogwarts, there's probably only a couple of hundred kids. And this castle is fucking huge. Alright.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned
Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No.
Of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
It's Leviosa,
Now,
not Leviosa.
let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Yes, he did.
Levioso. Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If I not all my students for this event.
Protego, stupid Protego. Levioso.
I do enjoy lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner.
I mean,
You give as good as you get.
a respectful Slytherin. Who the fuck knew that was possible?
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Really now?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yes.
Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Alright. Hold on, there's a chest in here, apparently.
Showing off is a model.
Apparently there's not. Huh. Weird. Alright, let's go and see Professor Weasley. There's so many fucking cats here.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, there I am.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless,
A what?
you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Yes, I'm aware.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign you a first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking Natty.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright, what you got for me, Professor?
There you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio.
Wyvern Fountain. This fountain... Excuse me. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Catagon, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Okay.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Now, Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now,
Some
one
vigor.
at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it was too accurate.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, I can see how that could represent heartbreak. Challenges. Alright, let's go and talk to the dueling master.
If only a new student.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one.
Oh, shut up. You know, I wouldn't so much call this open world as much as I would call this open castle.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim in Praxia Bowl. As long as we're only for time.
Fucking peeves.
Glad you can make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I
You're like
coordinate
10.
duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
I don't have much by way of spells at this point, but why the hell not?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
will make you regret signing up.
Lumos.
You're better than that! Leviosa!
Potato. Leviosa.
Oh. I actually took a hit.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Alright, so that was that. I'm guessing I need a lock-picking spell to pick these locks.
Revelio.
Yeah, you're definitely got something going on.
Reparo.
No.
Accio.
No.
Levioso.
Ha ha ha. Alright, so I don't have anything attached to that one. Let's go and find us at Hogsmeade exit. Actually, hold on. How much time do we have left in this episode? We might have enough time. I don't know how long this next section is going to be, so I don't know. All in all, I am enjoying it so far. Like, this is very much something that I'm going to enjoy playing.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again.
Cressida,
Thank
you
for
okay?
asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room.
Yep.
Well, I mastered that.
Okay.
And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Yeah, that's
Thank
amazing.
you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very
You
much
kind of
appreciate
strike me
it.
as Moaning
One
Myrtle
of the
a
books
little
is
bit.
my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Yeah. Where's the library? Is this it?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio.
Oh, it's a quill. I thought it was a snake, like, hovering over his shoulder. The fucking restricted section. Of course it's in the damn restricted section.
Revelio.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
I had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He's such a menace. Thinks he knows everything to know everything is known here. Always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he'd be expelled by now.
Revelio.
Oh, it's the flute. The flute at work. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind helping her out. That's 4.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
And holy shit, you can cast Accio across an entire room. I was thinking I would need to be a little closer, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I was really thinking I would have to be closer, to be honest. Alright, Cressida. There you go, honey. I like you. You were a classmate and you're actually really cool. Here you go.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Yes, you should.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
And you know what? I probably honestly could have. Oh, that's so fucking cool. I could have blackmailed her for more. Currently not tracking any tasks. I should be.
If anyone needs help with this.
Anyway. Oh, hold up.
Something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting.
I'm sorry. The fucking British slang in this game, man.
If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
I can appreciate that.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
It's
If I
Hogwarts
can
for
work
you.
out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay, so she thinks that Lumos might be able to
Do
actually
come and
help.
find me if you stumble
So
on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos! That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Yep, right there.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio!
Statue of Gregory the Smarmy. This statue with an ingrating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy, the wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unchin, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. That's horrifying.
Lumos! Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Miss Lenora, are you around here somewhere? Like, are you down here, maybe? No, you're not Lenora. Is she? No, she's not in there. Where the hell is this chick? Oh, she's up there. Okay.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Mead, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
There is so much secret shit in this castle. Like, Jesus Christ. Alright, time-wise. Okay, so that's actually going to do it for us for the first episode. Let me get someplace. Let's just go right here. Alrighty, so all in all, for the first episode, this is one of the better beginning of games of any of the games I've had that I've played so far, with the possible exception of the first time I played Ark. The first time I played Baldur's Gate, it was good, but I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. First time I played Horizon, it was good, but it wasn't something that was going to blow my socks off. But this, I don't know if it's because I'm a fan of the franchise. I don't know if it's because I have so much knowledge and stuff I want to learn about the story in this world. But this is the most fun I've had playing a game in quite a while. So keep your eyes right here next Monday for Hogwarts Legacy Episode 2. And starting with Episode 2, we're going to be doing 3-hour episodes along with everything else. So I will see you guys right back here Monday for Hogwarts Legacy Episode 2. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Later.